882 6PR. This is Perth Tonight with Chris Ilsley.
Yeah, it must be time to have a chat to Ben Aylett. I did say, no, I wasn't being rude. I said you look like a banana. Am I being unfair?
Well, no. I mean, I'm big and yellow, I guess. So,
Yes.
yeah, banana it is.
Recognised by his
All good.
Hawaiian shirt. BenAylett.com is the website. 1 L, 2 T's in Aylett.
That's right.
Where were you last week, by the way? I thought I was on your I'm not talking to him list.
Oh, look, I wasn't talking to anyone last week because I had a
What'd you
cold.
catch?
I don't know what it was, but look, I went down for the long weekend down to Albany.
You went down to Albany?
Yep, and I took part in the Albany Surfcraft Challenge for 2019.
You went in the water at Albany?
Yes, I did.
Keep going.
I went in a boat, so I rode with 4 other mates, and we rode 13 kilometres around Albany.
You rode 13 kilometres in the freezing water around Albany and wonder why you're crook.
No, well, I was fine until I got in the car with my son and my wife. My son wasn't feeling too good, so it was a drive from Albany to Perth in a rolling Petri dish. And,
beautiful. Nothing like the sort of mobile germ warfare coming from your own kids in the back seat.
That's right.
Oh,
So, as we were driving back to Perth, there was all this coughing and sneezing going on all around me. The windows were fogging up, and I was thinking, this is it. I am done for. There's no dodging this one. And
there's a lot of time to sit in there, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a lot of...
Sort of develop, you sort of visualise these things growing.
Yeah, but never mind that. I'm back.
You're back. I've got to say, you do bounce back very well. By the way, stupid question, why did you row? I mean, it's Albany, mate. Why didn't you go to the local boat shop and get an outboard motor?
Well, apparently it's more fun rowing. You get to enjoy the scenery for, like an extra hour.
Well, I saw you coming in. I don't know that it was a lot of fun. He's got more blisters than you find on a person with a new pair of shoes.
That's right, yeah. I'm starting to get the retreads happening. They're coming back through the blisters. So, the calluses are looking good now.
It's like those people who go for... Ever notice those people who go for a run? I'm going for a run for fitness. There's one bloke ran past me.
Yeah.
I'm walking right. He's gasping and wheezing. I wasn't sure whether he was running or having an emphysema-based attack. That's how bad he sounded.
Yeah.
I said, keeping fit, are we, mate? He goes, yeah. And I thought, any moment at all we're going to have around here is a coronary event.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm pretty sure he convinced himself that he was doing the right thing.
Yep. No, I wasn't too far off making the ballast. So, yep, that's all.
Beautiful. So in all this time,
yep,
there's a whole raft of technical problems that popped up for us.
Yeah, stuff's been going on. So we've had a few things happen. I've just been looking over the last, say, 5 to 7 days of what's been going on, and there's a couple of things that really stood out for me. We've had Google have kicked out a whole bunch of bad Android apps that have been busted doing the wrong thing. And we've also got this new malware strain called Goldbrute. It's actually a botnet, but we can go into that and talk about that a little bit later.
Let's have a look at the bad Android apps.
Yep, bad Android
let's be
apps.
honest, how often do people go, oh, yeah, I'll have that app?
Yeah, now this is a problem.
I'll have that app. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have that app.
Yeah. So this is a problem when people think that the app that comes with the phone is not good enough. So a great example is the Torch. A lot of phones have got a built-in Torch app built with them. And some people think,
does I mean, look,
it throws light.
It's not like that. I don't know what it is, but it's got about a 30,000 candle power torch that I've got.
Yeah.
But that's great, because somebody comes and tries to hassle me out, I can shine it in their lights and interrogate them. It's great.
Yeah, look, it's better
intimidating and great at the same time, but you don't expect your phone light to do that. It just allows you to see, and the one on the phone's good enough for that.
Yeah. Now, what they've found with these apps is that they are doing a little bit extra. So in most cases, what they're doing is they are opening up a web browser and displaying ads, but we don't get to see the ads. And the ads are still registered as being displayed on a phone somewhere. So the guys who have made the apps are getting money and not hassling users with an app, but no one's really asked for these ads. So it's a bit of a backhanded way of making a buck. It's pretty dishonest because it also puts a drain on your battery, because displaying a video ad or even though it's not showing up on the screen, it's hidden behind a pop-up or something, and it taxes your phone. So if you're finding that your phone is not holding charge like it used to, or it's running a little bit hotter than usual, it could be down to one of these apps. Now, I've got a whole list here. You can find them at benaylett.com.
Yep.
And the list goes like this: Sparkle flashlight, Snake Attack, Math Solver, Taka Trip, so that's Taka Trip.
Fair have thousand means, by the way, I'm holding the light.
Exactly,
See?
very
What's
good.
wrong with that? That's all. That's fine.
And Magnify, so it's kind of spelt like magnify, but anyway, have a look at the website. Join Up, Zombie Killer, Space Rocket, Neon Pong, Just Flashlight, Table Soccer, Cliff
Did you
Diver.
say zombie killer?
Zombie Killer, yes.
Okay, I'm interested.
Don't do it. Don't download it. Table Soccer, Cliff Diver, Box Stack, Jelly Slice, AK Blackjack, Colour Tiles, Animal Match, Roulette Mania, Hexafail, Hexablocks, and Pairs App have all been...
Hexablocks and all that. People into voodoo or something.
No, Hexa as in hexagon.
Oh, right,
So
sorry.
it's like a mathematical kind of puzzle game. So
you get viruses from that?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a virus. It's an application that does more than it should be doing, and it's just being very unhanded, very naughty, and they got banned from the Google Play Store. So if you jump onto your phone and find any of these apps, just remove them.
How come they're not more proactive in stopping some of this stuff getting up there? I'll say one thing, there's no doubt that when it comes to that, there's something that Apple are right on top of.
Mostly on top of, yes.
Yeah.
They have been caught out before, so this is a common problem. So if I was to make an app, I'd make an honest app to go and do its thing.
Yeah.
But then if I was thinking about ways of making a bit of extra money, I don't necessarily have to write a new app. I just write an update for that app. So it might be a simple Torchmate 1.0. And then I think, I'm going to get some sneaky advertising into this. So I might call it Sneaky Torch App version 1.1.
Oh, okay.
And it
sort of grows from there.
Exactly. So as it gets updated, it's already been accepted by the App Store, and updates are put out as a part of security measures or added features, or in this case, added features for the developer.
So it's somebody starts out to build a mouse, we end up with an elephant. It all goes to hell from there.
Yeah, look, just simply put, if you don't really need it, don't install it.
Yeah. Some people just seem to download app half. Mind you, they offer you apps all the time. I've been offered apps and I've thought, why would I need that?
Exactly. Yeah, I get offered apps all the time, but I don't need them.
I'm trying to think, there was some app I was offered recently and I thought, why would I want that? And why on earth would somebody offer? The bit I didn't get was the other person offering it, whatever organisation it was offering it to me. What was it again?
Not sure.
Yeah. I'll have to find out about that.
Yes.
By the way, if you'd like to have a chat to Ben, 922 11 882 is our number. And if you want to get in contact with Ben, just jump online, benaylett.com, 1L, 2 T's and Aylett. And all of the contact information is there.
Start your day the right way.
What have you learned or been able to do because you saw it on a YouTube tutorial?
With Steve Mills and Basil Zemplis.
I love watching makeup tutorials.
Well, I learned how to break into a lockbox on my house using YouTube.
How to pump up my bicycle tyres.
What, you didn't know how to do that?
We were in Bali recently and we ordered some French fries and old mate had to turn around and Google how to deep fry chips.
Breakfast with Steve Mills and Basil Zemplis. Tomorrow morning from 5 on 882 6PR. Or catch up now at 6pr.com.au.
Time is running out for the pay-on-time customer to grab this special offer from Origin Energy at 50upclub.com. Switch your natural gas through 50upclub.com and receive a 36% pay-on-time discount off Origin Energy's published Origin Supply natural gas usage charges for WA for 12 months. That's right, a 36% pay-on-time discount off Origin Energy's published Origin Supply natural gas usage charges in WA. But remember, and this is the catch, you must pay on time. Simple, huh? Energy price fact sheets are available by calling Origin Energy 132461. Get the special promo code at 50upclub.com. This offer must end on June 28th, though. Get the promo code at 50upclub.com.
This and our financial get a burger.
Everybody is talking deals, but only Hyundai is the real deal. Get into the Tucson Go manual from just $27,990 drive away. Plus, 2018 production models get a $1,500 and a financial year bonus. It also comes with amazing audio tech and our Hyundai iCare program, including roadside support plan, lifetime service plan, and a 5-year warranty. Hurry into Hyundai for the real deal. Must end soon. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply to Hyundai iCare and this offer. Valid to 30th of June. See your Hyundai dealer for details.
You want your family to be safe, right? Then the answer is black and white. At Black and White Cabs, your loved ones will be driven by a licensed, uniformed driver in a recognisable cab with a fixed GPS tracking system, so we know where they are every step of the way. And for your convenience, we offer all kinds of payment options, including good old-fashioned cash. That's why everything's better in black and white.
133 222, a black and white cab comes to you.
With age comes wisdom. Imagine if you could talk to your younger self and tell them what you know now that you wish you knew then. While we can't go back in time, we can share our life advice with others today. That's why we've asked you, our listeners, to tell us your wise words, thanks to Bethany.
These wise words come from Nursen in Cannington. Change your way of thinking for things you cannot change. Thanks, Nursen, for letting us share your wise words.
For more great life advice, talk to any of the wonderful residents at Bethany, where it's all about living a good life as you get older. If you would like to know more about how Bethany can help you or a loved one, call 131 151 anytime or visit bethany.com.au.
Until midnight, this is Perth Tonight with Chris Ilsley on 882 6PR.
Ben Aylett's here. BenAylett.com is a website. By the way, you can also identify Ben. He wears Hawaiian shirts. Tonight he looks like a Hawaiian banana tree being attacked by parrots.
Or a pineapple.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I missed the pineapple. Good point.
Somewhere.
Hello, Norman.
I just wondered when I will receive the iOS 13 update on my iPhone 6S.
iPhone 6S.
I've just updated to 12.3.
All right.
I'm waiting for iOS 13 update.
iOS 13. Okay, let's
I haven't received it yet, the update yet.
Right, hang on. Ben's going to find it. So the iOS 13 update for the iPhone 6S.
Yeah.
Yes, the correct question.
All right. Let's see what we can find.
So at the moment...
He's looking up a timetable for you, Ben.
Yeah, I'm looking up at Tech Radar. They might have something here. Release date, beta, and feature list. There we go. Yeah. It's just the beta that's just been launched last week. So only if you're taking part in the beta program, so that's like the community testing program, that's the only case that you'll be getting iOS 13 right now.
So when's the real one coming out?
The real one...
That's a good question.
Scroll. So beta's July. Come on, keep going.
It also gives us an indication of how long they take from one to the other.
Yep.
Because it's the real one that Norman needs.
Okay. Mid-September 2019, iOS 13 is likely to launch with the new 2019 iPhones. So there we go.
So it's not going to be on this phone?
September. Will it run on the 6S, though?
Will it run on the 6S? That is a really good question.
The 6S is a pretty old phone by modern standards, isn't it?
Well, it is pretty old by recent standards, but iOS 13, here it says, requires iPhone 6S or later. You're in luck, my mate.
So it will run on 6S. September is your answer, Norman?
Yep.
Well, the 12.3.
Yes.
Going up to, it will go to 12.7, will it?
No,
it will still go to 12.7?
No, it'll go to iOS 13.
No, it's going up to 13, Norman.
Straight up to 13.0.
13.0, and it will run from September on your 6S. So there you go, Norman. There's the information you required. By the way, if you've got a question for Ben, 92211 882 is our telephone number. Actually, good question to ask you while we're talking about this. We were talking about apps a while ago.
Yes.
What about cleaning the phone up? I wonder how many people got a whole swag of apps on their phone they don't need, and more importantly, never use.
It
happens
all the time.
How do we go doing a good old-fashioned app purge?
An app purge, yeah.
Keep the apps you need, ditch the ones you don't.
Well, you can remove apps just by pressing and holding the app in question. And depending on whether you're using iOS or Android. So iOS users, you'll have the apps jiggle, and there'll be like a little X in the top right-hand corner of the app.
Yes.
And you can just tap on the X and it will uninstall it from your phone. Nice and simple. For Android, you press and hold and you'll probably see a little menu pop out. And one of those menu items will be remove or delete. And that will remove it.
Beautiful.
There you go. That's how you manage your mobile phone and remove apps. Too easy.
Because some people just overload with apps, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then they
For some
run
reason, you
out
get
of
carried away and think, oh, it'd be great to have all these apps, and then you wake up one day and think, there's too many here and I'm not using them anyway.
Yeah, I didn't really need Super Duper Block Breaker.
Don't even know what that is. Sounds like an axe.
Yeah, made it up. I don't care. It's all right.
Super Duper Block Breaker sounds like an axe.
I'm sure there is something in the App Store called Super Duper Block Breaker.
There'll be something. What was that one that Carl Langdon used to play a lot? Oh, I know what it was.
What was that?
Crossy Road.
Crossy Road was a big one. That was like a follow-on from Flappy Bird, which was it was made by this Korean guy, the Flappy Bird original, and it was brutally hard to play, but people kept playing it, and it was just amazing with the way it took off. So the number of downloads it got were just unbelievable, and it got to the point where the poor developer said, look, that's it. I'm taking the app off the App Store. I'm getting too many requests for features. I just wanted to have some fun, just wanted to make a program and leave it at that.
Oh, is that why Flappy Bird came to an end?
That's why it disappeared. He had enough. He says, look, people are getting addicted to it. I want to have a life. I don't want to keep developing this thing. It was just a bit of fun.
So it was one of those moments when a bit of fun, somebody says, oh, this is all too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and that happens. And you'll probably see a lot of apps go the same way. So a lot of people start off with a really good idea, really good intentions, and then life happens. It gets in the way.
Question.
Yes.
People feeling a bit happier about the NBN at the moment. The reason why I'm asking that question, it might just be the people I'm talking to seem happier, but I'm not getting as many complaints as I used to.
Yeah.
Or have people just put their hands up in the air and said, this is just too hard?
It could be a bit of both. So we could be, because we're getting closer to the tail end of the project, because it's all going to be wrapped up by 2020. We are probably just sorting out some of the minor stuff now, and hopefully the teams rolling out the NBN are finally getting it together. I am.
What sort of feedback are you getting?
I'm still seeing the occasional horror story, but that's going to happen. But in general, I'd have to agree. The outrage over NBN has calmed down a bit.
Subsided.
It's subsided just a little.
By the way, if you do have issues with NBN, give us a buzz, because we have actually noticed, and even when I was checking on social media,
right?
Because one of the things I do is check on phone company websites and what have you.
Yep.
Believe you me, people are not backward and coming forward when expressing their displeasure.
Yes.
Some will do it quite robustly, actually. Character reference for the phone company and the people who work at it, all that kind of stuff. But in the last few weeks, it appears to me that that number has dropped off. Now, if that is indeed the case, great. If it's not the case, then I wonder if people have just put their hands up in the air and said, this is just too hard, forget it. Which I hope is not the case.
Yeah, hard to say. I'm just going to do a quick search. Probably during the break, we'll probably come back with some stats on how things are going.
All right. Find out what Aaron's thinking, though. Good day, Aaron.
How you going?
Good, mate.
Good day, Aaron.
How you going, mate? Just on the NBN.
Yeah.
I live in regional WA.
Yeah.
And I've got to say that when I first connected to it, lucky if I was getting 15 to 20 megabits per second down.
Right.
I've noticed over the last 12 months that it's doubled in speed.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm now getting somewhere closer to 40.
Uh-huh.
But I think a lot of it is to do with who you go with.
Absolutely.
So I moved from one company to another, and I did my research this time, Ben, and I actually found a company that had their own infrastructure. So they had a footprint in the different POIs and the interconnects.
Yep.
Had their own backhaul. Because I find a lot of the companies I was originally with, they were backhauling off, Optus and the like, and it was just the congestion was terrible.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm told, and you might be able to answer this question for me, that we still suffer from convergence where I am, i.e. there's still the ADSL signal mixed in with the NBN signal, and this is supposed to be turned off soon, and there's a chance that we'll get better speed as a result, which I'd be really interested in, because then I could probably go to a faster plan than my line, which says I can get 47, 48 tops.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know a little bit about that and what you think in relation to convergence and its impacts.
That's really interesting. I actually haven't had any official word on that at all, but it does make a lot of sense. So as we drop the old technology, I suppose it frees up rack space or frees up room or just frees up resources to better concentrate on the NBN services in the area. So it actually makes perfect sense to me that would happen.
That's what the tech was telling me. I got a chance to annoy this tech who was doing a lot of pit work. They've done some magnificent work, improving exchanges and nodes and different things. And I notice there's always work going on. I'm always getting notices that, there's upgrades going on. So I think a bit of a shout out. I mean, I know we all want to bag the NBN, but I think if we were to consider just what sort of a massive undertaking it is in whatever form it comes in, being apolitical, it really is quite an achievement. And it's getting better. And in my view, it's getting better.
Yeah, well, look, thankfully it looks like the tech is finally winning out. And look, we're well on our way to seeing the NBN come to fruition.
Good stuff. Thank you very much for that, Aaron.
Yeah,
good call.
Was a good call.
Yep, 922 11882. Number if you'd like to have a chat to us.
Hello there, it's Simon Beaumont. If you ring me between 12 and 3 tomorrow, there's every chance you'll win a really nice prize. On the program, Dr. Ross Walker. He's a doctor of medicine. Jason Featherby looking after your future prosperity. We all have to live somewhere. Damien Collins, the president of REWA, in taking your calls. And Peter Ford on Matters Celebrity.
Spend your afternoon with Simon Beaumont tomorrow from midday on 882 6PR. Or catch up now at 6pr.com.au.
You know what's smart? Getting a notification if you've left the garage door open, starting the aircon before you get home, or switching on the lights from the driveway. My Place by Advantage Air turns ordinary products into smart products, and it's standard with My Homes WA. Visit the new My Homes WA display in Averley or go to advantageair.com.au for more. Adding value to your new home? Smart.
Why is it that we're constantly torn between the world that's before us and the one on our phone?
How do we stop this habit, this careless behaviour, when so many drivers don't think it's a failure?
The statistics are bad, the danger's well known, but there is a solution. Look up from your phone.
Because we all share the road and have places to be. So look up WA, there's much more to see.
RAC. For the better.
Now listen, on The Drive Show, we love talking about and watching sport.
And what's even better is getting active yourself. It's really important to find your 30 every day.
And Ox, it's easy. Only 30 minutes of heart rate raising physical activity per day is all you need.
Use the stairs instead, get rid of the remote control, or take the other half dancing.
Ride your bike or walk whenever you can, get into some yoga at home, or plan some weekend hikes.
It's easy and super important. Just Google Find Your 30 and it's all there. So get out and move it.
Bowel cancer is the second biggest cancer killer in Australia, so you'd think more people would get tested rather than leave it to chance. You're wrong.
My name's Peter. Did you know that 6 in 10 people in Australia don't do the free bowel cancer screening test? It makes me a little bit angry. I've always lived my life around making sure that you control what you can control, and this is something that you can control. It's staggering the amount of people that just do what I did and chucked it in the cupboard. You know, I mean, I was probably a little bit like that too. You know, I'll get around to it, but there's other things that I need to be doing. I've got 4 children. 3 of the 4 of them are girls. Probably not going to see them get married. I'm probably not going to see them have kids. It really gets on top of me. My story could have been so much different if I'd just done the damn test.
3 out of 5 people over 50 will ignore the free bowel cancer screening test they receive in the mail. Put your mind at rest. Do the test. Find out more at bowelcancer.org.au.
This is Perth Tonight with Chris Ilsley on 882 6PR.
Ben Aylett's here to talk technology. If you'd like to have a chat to Ben, 922 11882. Just before we have a chat to Sue, you've got some statistics for me.
I do indeed. I have
We
some
love
stats.
numbers on this program.
We dig numbers very well. Okay, so we have got the March quarter 2019 report from the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission. Total services for end of March is up 8.5% to 5.2 million total services on the NBN. On the NBN. Average CVC per user, so the average speed per user is 1.67 megabits per second, which is incredibly high. That's up 0.9%. Number of services over 50 megabits per second is 3.04 million, making up 13.1% of all subscriptions. That's not too bad. The wholesale market share, now this is interesting. So we've got others at 6.8%, Vocus at 8.3%, Optus 14.2%. Now the last two is TPG and Telstra. TPG comes in at 21.6% of the share, and Telstra just dominates the market with 49.2% of the market share.
Wow, it really is market dominant, isn't it?
It is absolutely market dominance. And we are also seeing just before March 2018, we saw a crossover where we have more NBN connections than we have ADSL connections.
So we are moving forward.
We are definitely moving forward.
Sue wants a word. Hello, Sue.
Hi, good evening. Just wanting to find out if you can clarify for me. We're just transferring across to NBN now.
Yep.
We went through the system where they send out the modem. Somebody came out and installed it for us.
Right.
Worked for a few nights. Then it fell apart on us.
Right.
After that, we've done it over the phone where they've guided us on how to get it going again, about an hour and a half with somebody on the phone.
Okay.
Lasted a couple of nights, and I haven't had internet or phone line now for over a week.
Oh,
right.
So we've got a technician apparently coming tomorrow, but they're telling us that's at our cost.
No.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
All righty. So it's worked up until recently. The only...
Well, it hasn't really got going.
It hasn't really got going. Okay.
No, it's a few nights here and there, drops out again, a few more nights, drops out again, and now it's been over a week.
Did it used to work pretty well during the day?
No.
No? Okay, so it hasn't worked really well from the word go.
No.
Okay. The only time that it should be costing you is when it's got something to do with the cables inside your home. So they will take care of everything up to the pit in the road, by the roadside, and everything from the roadside up to your house and inside your house is your responsibility. But it's very rarely that it's got something to do with the cables inside the house, especially if you've had ADSL previously and it hasn't been a problem. What was it like before you had NBN?
Very slow where we are.
It was very
We
slow.
always had.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What area are you living in?
Forestfield.
Forestfield.
Okay. It is possible that Forestfield could be in a bit of a black spot.
Definitely.
Yeah. I would keep pushing because they should be able to provide a decent service that is stable. It doesn't, not necessarily fast, but stable. I would say that would be important. If you keep getting grief, so if there's no resolution after this next visit, I would definitely be going to the TIO on that one. Do you know who the TIO is?
I don't.
You don't? They are the Telecommunications Industry Ombudsman, which is tricky to say, which is why we say TIO. And these guys are the watchdogs for telecommunications. So if we have any problems, what you need to do is you need to call your internet service provider, whoever they are, and you say, I would like to make a formal complaint and ask for a reference number for your formal complaint. When you've got a reference number for your formal complaint, you can then tell the telecommunications provider, I'd like to see this resolved within a reasonable amount of time. You can say give them 7 days to fix it. If it's not resolved within 7 days, you will go to the TIO. So if you phrase things like that, you'll find that they'll jump pretty quickly to get things sorted out.
Sure, that's fantastic information. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So it shouldn't go through that, though. And that Sue had to pay. It hasn't worked properly, and they say Sue has to pay. Really?
Yeah. Look, I'm not buying it. It's
no, that's rubbish. No, Sue should not have to pay.
Look,
that's ridiculous.
Only if cable inside her house has failed. So if it's been chewed by a rat, sure, she might have to pay.
What? So coincidentally gets chewed by a rat in between the ADSL going offline and the NBN coming online.
Well, that's coincidence.
Well-timed rat. That's all I got to say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't buy that either.
Yes.
92211 882. Interesting question we have from Richard, which I quite like. Yeah.
All right.
The torch on my iPhone SE is tricky to turn on. You're supposed to swipe upwards, but it usually takes me 4 or 5 tries to bring up the flashlight icon. Is there another way?
Oh, well, yes, you could ask Siri to turn on the flashlight. Simple as that.
Oh, okay.
So just go, hey, you lady in the phone, turn on my flashlight. And there you go, done. And then when you're done, you can say, hey, lady in the phone, turn off my flashlight. And when I say lady in the phone, you know who we're talking about.
You're talking about Siri?
Yes. But you can't team up hey and then the name. And
why not?
Well, because if we do that, the people at home will have the lady in the phone triggered. And she'll start doing what we tell her to. Ooh, she's
okay.
Doing what we tell her to.
Is this sort of like some sort of mind control?
Yeah.
Hey, Siri, call Ben Aylett.
Don't do that. No. Okay, no one's called. Fine, we're good.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Sweet.
I told you that.
Oh, hang on. No? Okay, cool. No, we're fine.
No.
Mum's not listening. What can you do?
That's all right. Well, your mum, you're always telling your mum how to fix stuff. She thinks, God, don't want him coming on, don't want to listen to him on the radio telling me how to fix things. He comes around here all the time, complains about how I do my technology.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go.
Mate, this, just quickly, this thing about this, what's it called, Gold Brute malware.
Oh, yeah.
There's, I guess we're also getting to the old adage that you don't do something unless you're absolutely certain of what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to any form of investing, you'd have to say, well, first and foremost, you'd want to get some sort of qualified advice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so what Gold Brute is, it's what we call a botnet. So it's a whole bunch of, it's a program that goes and takes over a whole bunch of computers or routers or some sort of devices, and then all those devices work together to then find even more devices to infect. And so these botnets explode. They really spread out very, very quickly. Gold Brute is coming at an interesting time. So everyone else is focused on this other flaw called Blue Keep. And this is a very dangerous Windows-based flaw that can be what we call wormable. So it means it can infect other computers without any interaction from us. We don't have to click any attachments or open any files to make it happen. So while that's happening, Gold Brute is now pinging all these machines out on the internet and trying to break in using simple usernames and passwords.
No, okay.
And when they take over, they've got administrative level access and bad things happen. So please talk to your IT professional about getting remote desktop services shut down.
BenAylett.com. Thank you very much. We'll have a chat next week.
After 5 sold-out world tours, he's back.